Alright, let's get started on warm-up number 31, week 500 in quarantine. So I'm actually going to do Monday and Tuesday's warm-up because there's no video posted Tuesday. Alright, so the objective is for both days is I can write and solve expressions from rational number word problem. For Monday, it's what is the exact decimal equivalent of 7/12. So what you need to do is in your calculator, type in 7 divided by 12. This seems like a very easy question, but still people get ones like these wrong. And on the interim, there was a question like this, and many people got it wrong. So in your calculator, it comes up as this, with a bunch more threes. So we know it's not this, and we know it's not this. The 3 is repeating, so we have to put the repeating bar on top of the 3, and then we cut everything else out. So letter B would be your answer. Okay, Tuesday's warm-up. On average, Shanti drinks 1/2 of a 6-ounce glass of water in 2/3 of an hour. How much does she drink in an hour? So this is a unit rate question, but you have to figure out what 1/2 of 6 ounces is first. So if you do 1/2 times 6, that'll get you 3 ounces. So she drinks 3 ounces of water in 2/3 of an hour. And you want to know how much she drinks in 1 hour. So it's just 3 ounces. It's ounces per hour, water per hour. So it's 3 ounces divided by 2/3 of an hour, and you divide 3 by 2/3, or 3 divided by 2/3, and you get 4.5 or 4.5 ounces. So letter C. Let's start today's lesson. So last lesson was on integer word problems, and we did struggle a bit. All of my classes did. So please read carefully. That's a major thing that we missed. And include all your numbers if necessary. I mean, some of you are just ignoring numbers that matter. So example 1. This is like a very similar lesson, except there's decimals and fractions. So example 1, it says Marley bought an action figure for $10.99, a board game for $24.95, and a book for $5.99. She paid with a $50 bill. How much change did Marley receive? So they're not asking for the change in her account. If they were, this would be negative because she's spending. They just simply want to know how much change did she receive. So she's paying with a $50 bill, and she's buying all of this. So we have $10.99 plus $24.95 plus $5.99. So you have to add all those up and then subtract from 50. This should be a very simple question. Nobody should be confused. So you end up, when you add everything up, you end up getting $41.93, and then subtract from 50, because 50 is what she's spending or using, and you get $8.07. Alright, example 2. During the first hour of a snowstorm, 1.5 inches of snow fell. In the next hour, 4 3/8 inches fell. In the third hour, the snow stopped and 3/8 inches of snow melted. How much snow was on the ground at the end of the third hour? So think, if snow is falling, it's accumulating, so it's increasing. So the first 1.5 inches is positive. The next hour, it increases. Then 4 3/8 inches fell. And then the snow stopped and 3/8 inches of snow melted. So then you subtract 3/8 inches. How much snow was on the ground at the end of the third hour? When you add 1.5 and 4 3/8, you get 5 7/8, and then subtract 3/8 from that, and you get 5 4/8, which simplifies to 5.5 inches of snow. Okay, so pay attention to like snow fell, snow stopped, snow fell. This is what this lesson is on, and last lesson was just on simply reading carefully. Alright, example 3. The temperature at noon is 75 degrees. The temperature drops 3 degrees every half hour. What is the temperature at 4 p.m.? Okay, so at noon and then 4 p.m. So first of all, you need to figure out how many hours are between noon and 4 p.m. So noon is 12. So you have 12 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and 3 to 4. So you have 4 hours. It's dropping 3 degrees every half hour. which means that it's dropping how many degrees every hour. So every half hour is 30 minutes, and every hour is 60 minutes. So if it's dropping 3 degrees, that's -3 every half hour, meaning it's dropping 6 degrees every hour. So there are 4 hours here, and it's dropping 6 degrees every 4 hours. So 4 times -6 is -24 degrees Fahrenheit, but they're asking for what is the temperature. So the temperature started at 75 and then dropped to 24, and that gives us 51 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, last one. Example 4. 4 1/8 tons of gravel is spread evenly across 2 1/6 acres. How many tons of gravel are on each acre? So this is another unit rate question. Oh, well, the other one was in the warm-up. But tons on each acre. So 4 1/8 tons comes first. Spread evenly across 2 1/6 acres. Divide 4 1/8 by 2 1/6. And you get a nice nasty decimal of 1 47 over 52 tons of gravel per acre. Okay, so independent practice is next. I made this clear last time. I'll make it clear again. You need to write an expression for each word problem, then solve. So make sure you're writing an expression. Tell me what you're doing. Then go ahead and solve and give me your answer, okay? You don't get credit for just the answer. All right, good luck. Have fun. You know where to find me.